And with that, we welcome you to Pekin Memorial Stadium here in Pekin, Illinois for tonight's Mid-Illini matchup between the Metamora Redbirds and the Pekin Dragons. Good evening, everyone. Welcome in the broadcast booth. Colton Kaler here with you for your pregame coverage here tonight. It's a battle for first place here in the Mid-Illini. The Metamora Redbirds coming into tonight's contest, a record of 3-2, 2-1. The Pekin Dragons undefeated at 5-0, 3-0 in the Mid-Illini. A win tonight creates a tie for first place. But Metamora would have the essential tiebreaker, but they do not do tiebreakers here in the Mid-Illini. So it would create a tie for first place in the Mid-Illini with a win tonight. Ryan Vogel will be down on the sideline. Matt Nelson will be up in the booth with me here tonight. Beautiful night here in Pekin. They are celebrating their homecoming. They had their parade earlier, their quick trip. Big crowd on hand here tonight for the matchup in Central Illinois, the premier matchup in Central Illinois. I look back at last week, Metamora, the big 54-20 victory over Canton. It was close for about the first half. And then Caden Hartnett, he went to work and pulled one away for the Redbirds. Just a great performance from Hartnett. And let's take a look at Hartnett in his last 2 weeks, because he has been incredible for the Redbirds. Caden Hartnett, last 2 weeks, combined rushing yards, 375 yards, thrown for just shy of 100 yards, total yards, 472, and he has accounted for 9 total touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, and rightfully so. He's been our back-to-back Germantown Grill player of the game. The senior quarterback is getting it done for the Redbirds the last 2 weeks, and they're going to need a big night from him here tonight. So Caden Hartnett would be a player to watch tonight for the Redbirds in this big matchup against a star-studded lineup with the Pekin Dragons. We'll send it to our first break here from Pekin. Keep it right here on the digiMAX Sports Network.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. The game's on at Germantown Grill off Route 116.
So basically, if someone walks in front of it, just yep. I saw 3 bald eagles on the way here. I think that's a good sign.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Colton Kaler here. And let's take a look between the Dragons and the Redbirds, the past history. Metamora, there's been 20 total meetings. Metamora leads 15-5 over the Dragons. Metamora has nearly doubled up the Dragons in points. The largest margin of victory was by the Redbirds back in 2007, 56-0. The Redbirds laid a whooping on the Dragons. Longest winning streak, you see it there. 7 games for the Redbirds, 2 games for the Dragons. And that current winning streak for Pekin is going on right now. Redbirds lost last year at Malone Field. If you remember, it was a rainy night at Malone Field, and the Dragons took over in the second half and escaped with the 7-point victory in their road to kind of shocking the Mid-Illini a little bit last year. Kanye Tyler, Tanner Sprecher, Scotty Jordan, the three big players we'll see tonight. Just an unfortunate loss last year for the Redbirds. And then 2019 was the other previous meeting. Metamora lost 35-14, but over the series, the Redbirds have dominated the Dragons. Tonight is Pekin's homecoming. They did have a honoring there between the games for their special members, special alumni. I remember I heard something about someone that was working for NASA, I believe, a Pekin Dragon alumni. So very cool to learn about their former students, what they're doing currently now, but it's a big matchup here tonight. We got the coin toss currently happening right now. Coin is in the air. And Pekin has won the toss, and they will receive by the looks of it. So Pekin's going to send out their offense first here, looking to get on the board. There it is. Pekin won the toss and has elected to receive, so Metamora will start on defense, and they will get the ball to start the second half. This is another big game between the Redbird and the Dragons. Pekin in 7A, as they typically are, a large school with a large amount of kids. Dragons are off to a perfect 5-0 start, and they are already looking for yet another playoff appearance, their 8th playoff appearance under Doug Nutter. Let's send it down to the sideline where Scott has Coach Dolinsky for our pregame interview.
Thank you, Colton. I'm here with Metamora offensive coordinator Nick Dolinsky. Coach, beautiful night for football. Here we are, week 6. This is a big game. This gives you a shot to have a portion of the conference title.
Well, we talked about it a little bit. You got to win every one, right?
Yeah.
You got to win every one on the other way out. Getting one tonight, ties us for the conference lead. And we got, 3 more we got to take care of. But to be able to get to the end goal of being a conference champ, we got to take care of business tonight.
Right, and it begins right here with Pekin. Pekin probably the conference favorite coming into the season, loaded with some talent with Kanye Tyler. They also have Tanner Sprecher, another good running back, quarterback Scotty Jordan, and then a whole plethora of wide receivers.
It's all wide receivers back. 88, he's a real good player. So yeah, they're full of threats offensively. So it's a big challenge tonight defensively to try to contain. The thing is trying to pitch shutouts going to be pretty difficult. So the hope is that we keep them contained and have them make long drives. And if you keep making long drives, and we all know in high school, more plays you run, the higher chance something bad happens, to the offense. And we know the same thing. But they have put the ball on the ground a little bit. They have had a few turnovers. So you got to be very opportunistic. If we can go get a ball in the air, ball's on the ground, we got to find a way to get to it.
And the thing about it is your team is starting to play really, really well. I'd say the last two and a half weeks, your offense has been as good as it's been all year.
Well, I think we've gained some confidence and finally found what these guys do. And it's hard yearly in high school when you get new guys. Right? Every year it's new. It takes a while to figure out what these guys are good at.
Yeah.
And we've really kind of honed in on some things. And, Caden Hartnett's very talented. But, Cam Davis and Mark Frederick and Gadon when he's out there. And we got some guys at wide receiver that can do some things. And Kendrick Shaffron will get a start tonight with Project being hurt. And, but we got guys that can make plays. And we started to find ways to get them the ball in a positive way. We found what our guys up front really enjoy doing and what they're doing well. So hopefully we continue with that tonight. And, we got to keep playing well. There's no doubt we got to keep executing.
And I thought that your defense, too, the last 2 weeks in particular, has really clamped down when you've needed to. In that second half in both games have really come out. They pitched shutouts in both halves.
They made really good adjustments. I mean, we've got really good coaches over there, and they do a really good job. But it's the big play that's been getting us. It's falling down or dropping coverage or that sort of thing. And even especially the last 2 weeks, fourth down conversion that shouldn't happen. That sort of thing. We're hoping that we can get back, playing really, really sound defense. Get off the field, we got opportunities. Give us a chance on offense to go find a way to score and enjoy. It would be great if we could go on 9-minute, 14-play drives and put them in the end zone. So that would be great. It's very challenging to do. They're really good defense, but they're not giving up a lot of points. So we got our work cut out for it.
Coach, we'll go ahead and let you get going here, but good luck tonight. Bring home W.
We'll do our best.
Back up here in the booth, Colton Taylor with you. Gonna send it to another break here from our sponsor.
Put a bunch of points up in a hurry.
And we'll be back in a bit here soon. Redbird, Dragons coming up on the digiMAX Sports Network.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
We've just been informed that this is the Centview Red Zone Game of the Week. Broadcasting Doc.
Welcome back to Pekin Memorial Stadium here. Colton Kaler, it's the Central Illinois Game of the Week. 95.5 GLO is here. Doc Watson, Tony Johnson on the call there. Clutch Sports Media is here as well, providing their video broadcast of the game. And, of course, digiMAX Sports Network, MTCO. We are here as well, bringing you coverage of every Metamora sporting event here. Last week for the Dragons, they picked up a close road victory over the Morton Potters, 14-7. It was tied till late in the game. Till Pekin took the lead over the Potters late, I believe. Sprecher had the touchdown, and then the defense stood strong for the Dragons, with Morton trying to tie it up late, but they couldn't, and hence the 5-0 record here for Pekin tonight. As we mentioned last week, Caden Hartnett, 4 first-half touchdowns. He ended with 4 on the evening. Had 3 scoring plays that added up to 135 yards alone. His 4th rushing touchdown was from 43 yards out. And it is just an incredible night from Hartnett. So we'll look for more from the Redbirds. There are a few kids sick tonight, and obviously the injury last week we had with Roderick Schreers. Received good news. It's a high ankle sprain. So we're hoping to get Schreers back here in the next few weeks. I'm going to welcome Matt Nelson into the booth. Matt, I mean, you noticed it right here. You get a good shot of the stand. The Pekin stands are filled here tonight.
Oh, this has got to be the most I've ever seen Pekin stands filled in my career. And Colton, just want to thank you again for having me on tonight, brother.
Absolutely. It's great to have you here. Metamora fans, they've brought a good crowd, not as big as what we see over there from the Dragons, but when you're 5-0, 3-0 in the Middle Illini, you've got this good of a team. There's going to be a lot of fans out here to support you.
Oh, and it's going to be a fun game. You really can't ask for a better, end of September night for football, man. It's so nice out here.
Not quite too chilly yet. It's been temperatures dropped a little bit this week. We've seen it in the low 40s, almost some frost we've had overnight. But tonight it's going to be in about the mid 50s for most of the night. So it should be, a great night for football all around.
Colton, I woke up the other morning and my windshield was indeed frosted over.
So we've got about 10 minutes left here. We're going to go ahead with our starting lineups. We'll start first with the offensive players.
Big Ben Wallace, senior, number 73.
Cole Cowper, senior, number 64.
Ty Hodel, senior, number 65.
Ty Dykes, sophomore, number 52.
Alex Lane, junior, number 77.
Noah Simmons, senior, number 12.
Kendrick Shaffrin, junior, number 15.
Nate Bartman, senior, number 1.
Tyler Cassup, senior, number 84.
Cameron Davis, senior, 4.
Caden Hartnett, senior, number 8.
With the Redbirds kicking off, here are the defensive starters.
Max Largent, senior, number 50.
Should be a big tag payout.
Adam Sloan, Jr., number 66. Tyler Castle, Senior, number 84.
Andrew Hansen, Senior, number 46.
Cameron Nickel, sophomore, 16. Dalton Shuda, senior, number 89.
Marshall Vasquez, Jr., number 5.
Peyton Hartnett, senior, number 8.
Nick Vespa, senior, number 18.
Gavin O'Loughlin, Jr., number 3. Nate Bartman, Senior, number 1.
Superintendent, Dr. Danielle Owen. Principal, Joel Schmeg.
Are a few lineup changes that we were notified of once we got here to the game tonight. No Cameron Nickel and no Alex Lane tonight for the Redbirds. They are out due to sickness, so we hope that they feel better, get back to the team here soon. The Redbirds will have to go on without them here tonight in a tough road test. Pekin could be chasing history with their 5-0 start. Let's take a look around the Mid-Illini tonight. Dunlap plays Canton. Dunlap 3-2, 2-1 in the conference. Canton 1-4, 1-2 in the conference. Washington's at East Peoria. The Panthers 2-3 on the year with a 2-1 record in the Mid-Illini. East Peoria 2-3 record as well, 1-2 in the Mid-Illini. And the Morton Potters on the road at Limestone, 2-3 on the year for the Potters, 1-2 in the Mid-Illini. Limestone 0-5 on the year, 0-3 in the Mid-Illini. The Rockets have been eliminated from playoffs, and if Canton loses tonight, they will be eliminated as well. A look around the Big 12, Centennial at the top, 5-0. 4-0 in the conference. They are at Bloomington tonight. Normal West 4-1 on the year, 4-0 in the Big 12. They are at Manual. Peoria High with the big win last night over Richwood. They improved to 6-0 and solidified themselves in the state playoffs. They moved to 4-0 in the Big 12. Notre Dame at Champaign Central. The Irish 3-2 on the year, 2-2 in the conference play. Danville at Normal Community. Danville 3-2, 2-2 in the conference. In Normal Community, record of 2-3, 2-2 in the conference. Small schools to watch tonight. Prairie Central 5-0. They are at Buckload of 5-0. Eureka at El Paso Gridley. The Hornets 5-0, going up against the Titans 4-1. Gibson City 3-2. They are at Lexington. Riverview Lexington 5-0. Macomb at Elmwood Brimfield. Bombers 5-0 on the year. And this week, games to look at. Morris still atop the rankings in 5A. 5-0. Kankakee still at number 2, 4-1. Mahomet Seymour third, 5-0. Sycamore 5-0 as well. Nazareth Roadrunners. You take a look. We talked last week. Their strength of schedule. My goodness, they play some of the best 7 and 8A schools out there. So a tough test this early in the season for Nazareth Academy. We will take this time for the national anthem here, so keep it here with us.
The colors are presented by PCHS JROTC program.
There you have it. Tonight's national anthem is now the Pekin Dragons come out onto the field. We are set here for kickoffs. Matt, I'll turn it over to you. Keys to the game, and if Metamora is going to win tonight, how are they going to do it?
I'm going to have to tell you honestly, I think Caden Hartnett is going to have to be on his game like he's been the past couple weeks. The line is going to have to be solid up front, solid, and create holes for the backs to get through all game long. And ultimately, it comes down to the backers. You know, on the defensive side of the ball, it always comes down to the backers reading what hole to correctly fill. You know, key off the line to the backfield. So I think those are going to be your big keys tonight. Caden Hartnett, your offensive line. And I also think the linebackers are going to play a crucial role in holding Pekin's backfield.
As Pekin comes out onto the field here, they got the smoke coming out of the nose of the Dragon. Intimidating entrance here for the Dragons tonight. Seems like you got to walk a mile to get here from the parking lot. Doesn't help that there's a lot of cars here tonight waiting for the Redbirds. They don't really have much of a locker room here in the area for the visiting team. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's always been that way, too.
So let's take one last look here at the standings. As the Redbirds are coming out onto the field here, they're met with boos from the visiting student section. We're getting set for kickoff here. And arguably the matchup of the year.
Absolutely. I've been excited for this game all week, and you can just feel the energy, man. Colton, just some emphasis on what you said earlier. I walked about 1.5 miles to get up here.
It's not the easiest trip, but maybe we're better for it. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. Got my steps in for the day.
So it's Ramez, Watson, and Kanye Tyler back deep to return for the Dragons here tonight.
Are you actually surprised that Kanye's been back there? Or he's back there? We've been hearing his name for a couple years now.
We're waiting on a football from the Redbirds.
Kicking off for the Redbirds, number 23, Ryan Morgan.
So Ryan Morgan will kick off for the Redbirds. Get things underway here tonight in Pekin. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, whether it was the digiMAX Sports Network or MTCO Channel 401. We thank you for tuning in either way. As we get set for the Redbirds and the Dragons here tonight, kick is away. He'll go to Watson. He'll get it at about the 10-yard line. He'll be up at about a 22-yard return. So good field position for Scotty Jordan and the Dragon offense to start tonight's game.
Colton, this is an impressive Pekin student section.
Well, arguably one of the bigger ones you might see all year.
They're all the way to the top of the bleachers.
So it's Jordan with Sprecher in the backfield. They'll mix Tyler in there as well. Handoff goes to Sprecher right away. He found a hole. He's going to get down the sideline. He'll mow over one Redbird and get out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag on the play. Be a late hit out of bounds. Add 15 yards at the end of play, and we've got a Redbird down already. That is not what you want to see on the first play of the game when you're already missing a few starters. It's 64 Cole Cowper down for the Redbirds. It was Gavin O'Loughlin that chased down Sprecher, pushed him out of bounds.
Still plenty of time, but that's an unfortunate start to the game for Metamora.
They're going to add yardage on to the end of the play. They go from the 32 in their own territory all the way down to the 17-yard line. This Cowper is being helped off the field by two trainers, not able to put any weight on his left foot. Cowper, a senior. Just hate to see that. So, snap here. They're going to give it to Tyler up the middle, and he's going backwards. Met in the backfield. Big Ben Wallace in there.
Wallace just eats him alive.
And Max Largent in there as well. Largent, the senior, at 5'8". So that brings up second down and a loss of about 3. Second and 13. Hand off to Tyler here. He's going to get to the outside. He's got room. He'll beat it around the 10-yard line. So he'll set up third and manageable here for the Dragons.
Kanye Tyler on the carry. Nathan Buckman driving him out of bounds.
They'll make it 3rd and 4 here early. Money down, that's what they call it right here, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
You know all about that from your days playing.
Oh, once upon a time back in the day. Colton, so far to me, it looks like Pekin is looking to expose the edge of the Metamora's defense.
Yeah. Going to have to get the outside contained. Jordan in the backfield. Tyler with them. Man in motion. They're going to give it to Tyler up the middle. It's going to be close, but it looks like it's enough for the first down.
He's saying fourth and short.
They're going to make it 4th down here, 4th and about 1. So big down here. Tyler in the backfield. They go hard count, can't get the Redbirds to jump. There are no play clocks here at Pekin. Jordan takes a snap. They're going to run an option. Jordan's going to get it. He's going to bounce and be down around the 5-yard line. But it's enough for a Pekin first down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Ball on the 5-yard line. First down, Pekin.
There'll be 1st and goal from the 5 here for the Dragons. Jordan had the option. It could have gone to Tyler as well. But he picks it up himself. So in the backfield, out of the shotgun again. Tyler to his right. Man in motion. Jordan's going to keep it. He's got a hole, and he's in for the touchdown. Dragons on the board here first tonight. Makes it 6-0 Pekin.
Like I said, Colton still real early in the game, but first drive, Pekin just doing a much better job of execution.
Miley Hansen in for the point after here. High snap. But the kick is good. So a high snap, but the Dragons are able to handle it well. They're on the board first. 7-0. 9:06 left to play here in the first quarter.
My personal opinion is someone who, calls himself somewhat of a football guy. I would say this first drive by Metamora is huge. To have a drive like that first by Pekin, the response here is crucial, I believe.
Response is very big. That's why Pekin, they want the ball first. They want to go down. They know that their offense is good. They want to put up points.
Exactly. That was the Peoria High method for years. Still is.
And I'll tell you what, if you like quick games, you'll probably get one here tonight because both teams are run heavy. That clock is going to run all night.
Absolutely.
So Miley Hansen here to kick off for the Dragons. Mark Frederick back deep to return for the Redbirds. He'll take it around the 15. He's got one blocker, but runs right into the defender. Down to 30-yard line, so he'll set up the Redbirds offense. 1st and 10.
If I'm not mistaken, Frederick's ankle was bothering him a few weeks back, so I'm happy to see him back tonight and running healthily, it appears.
Yes, did see him go down last week.
On 30-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10, Metamora.
We're very confused here on the ball situation. The Pekin ball boy is looking for his ball back. The head referee needs the ball, and they just gave him Pekin's football. Big confusion here. It's early. It's only week 6.
Oh, and for the quarterback in the center, the ball is everything.
You immediately saw the Metamora offensive line all point. No, that's our ball right there. So out of the shotgun here for the Redbirds. Davis in the backfield. Shaffrin on the left side. They're going to hand it off to Davis, and he's going to go backwards, losing about 3 yards on the play.
Sack in the backfield by number 56, Braden Beckman. Loss of 2 on the play.
Official loss of 2. 2nd and 12 here for the Redbirds. Out of the shotgun again. Handoff Davis. He goes backwards again.
Braden Beckman. Sack in the backfield.
It's either a wrong read or someone not doing their job on the front line.
To me, it appears Braden Beckman is just doing his thing.
3rd and 15. It's Frederick in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right. Hartnett's going to keep it this time. He's got a block. He's going to try and break it down the sideline. He's out of bounds around the 44. It's the 1st down for the Redbirds. I think that's the read that the coaching staff wanted him to take on 2nd down. The Hartnett takes it on 3rd down and picks up a big gain.
It's no secret over the past couple weeks. I think Hartnett has proved he's the guy on this offense, and I think he's just got to prove that again tonight.
Very much the guy. We looked at his stats. Over 400 yards of total offense in the last 2 weeks. He's accounted for 9 total touchdowns for the Redbirds. Just an insane stat here. Hartnett takes the snap. He's going to keep it again. He's going to bounce it up inside for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play.
Hartnett once again on the carry.
See the defensive line for Pekin very aggressive, going after the running back, and back-to-back, Hartnett's kept it.
Yeah, I'd like to see this offensive line from Metamora plot a little harder.
Out of the shotgun again. Hartnett fumbles it. Breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's got enough for a 1st down. Can he get more? He'll be out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Caden Hartnett making something out of nothing.
Pushed out of bounds by Tyler.
Wow, what a play there for Hartnett. Metamora offense.
First and 10 for the Redbirds.
Quick subs here. It'll be trips right. Frederick in the backfield with Hartnett. Bartman, Bidney out there. They're going to hand it off. Frederick, he breaks, makes the man miss. Can't break the tackle there. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
He had a whole lot of daylight there if they were able to steal off 26 off the edge. Colton, on that last play, I thought we had trips right. They only had one DB over the top of them. Now, I'm not, on Madden, I am a big fan of the screen play. I would have liked to see, a little screen pass to the backside receiver, 2 lead blockers on the one. They would have had the outside. Clear as day.
So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to hand it off to Davis. He's going to follow his blockers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage again. No gain on the play.
Cameron Davis on the stop for the Dragons, number 27. Shaman Hannigan.
Last 2 weeks, we've seen Davis really seem to get his footing, running, shoulder down, mowing people over. Here tonight, some tough sledding early on this first drive for the Redbirds. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Redbirds on their first drive. Pekin went down, scored on their opening drive. It was Scotty Jordan that punched it in for the Dragons. Hartnett's going to keep it. He's going to get thrown down at about the 23, 24-yard line.
Yeah, like you said, Cam Davis, the last couple weeks, he's really been putting his shoulder down, just hitting the gap. Right now it does seem to me like Pekin's line is all over our backfield. And in times like that, you can't necessarily wait for your blocker. You just got to put your shoulder down and go.
Big down here. It's 4th and 8. We're out of the shotgun. Hartnett's going to drop back. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to try and throw the pitch, but it doesn't matter. Redbirds are going to turn over on downs. Just nothing going there for the Redbirds. They tried throwing it. Ryan, you had a good view down there. What did you see out of the Pekin defense?
Yeah, I would say we're pretty well matched up with them as far as size and just beef on the line goes, but they're just so aggressive. They need to be matched by the Metamora offense right now if they want any chance, but their D-line is about the same size as us, but they're just being extremely aggressive right now, and it's paying off.
So out of the shotgun here, Dragons, Tyler in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. He's got the outside, and Bartman's there, and he gets mowed over, and Tyler down at the 40-yard line, first down carry. Gain of 16 yards on the play. The Dragons doing what they want on offense right now. Metamor's got to find a way to keep contained and keep it up the middle. Hand off here to Sprecher. He's up the middle. He'll get a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Sprecher looks like a pretty stout boy to me from up here.
He's a load to handle. He was last year. And, of course, Tyler, he's, as advertised, being recruited at the University of Illinois. Play defense. Jordan's going to drop back to pass. Has Tyler open. Great tackle there. Gavin O'Loughlin. Tyler tried to make a move, but just great form tackling there from O'Loughlin. Sets up 3rd down.
Ryan, obviously not 40 and raining, but we're enduring the elements with you tonight, brother.
Yeah, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Great night out, though. Great night.
It's beautiful, man.
So quick subs here. Tyler's the man in motion. Jordan's going to drop back pass. It's a screen pass. It goes backwards. Oh,
Great play.
catches it, and they're going to lose a big yard here.
46. That was the man last week, too.
Jordan's got to let that one drop. It's reactionary to try and catch that one there, as he did, and now it sets up 4th and long.
Drew Hansen, he had a great game last week, too. I'm really starting to like this kid.
They're going to bring in
Luke Goss will punt for the Dragons.
Huge Huge defensive series by Metamora.
4th and 28 here. Snap. Punts away. It's a wobbler. They're going to let it go. Hartnett's actually going to get it on the bounce now. Break a tackle, and he'll be out of bounds. Ooh, there's got to be a late hit there. And there's the flag. The Metamora sideline and in the stands pleading for one there as Hartnett about went in and took out all the water and Gatorade.
All the water.
It is a little weird sideline down here. The track is oddly close. So anytime anything goes out of bounds, they're usually ending up on the track, and this mat down here is a little slick. So it kind of makes for an odd sideline tackling night. So Hartnett was able to get the punt on a bounce and take it up around the 50-yard line. And then the flag is going to add on an extra distance from there to the 35-yard line in Pekin territory.
Tell you what, Hartnett knows how to take a hit, man. I like seeing that out of a QB especially.
This is big for the Redbird offense. You have the ball in the 35 for a big stop. You got to score here.
Absolutely.
So it's out of the shotgun. Hartnett, he's going to give it to Davis. And Davis is going to get forward for about a gain of 3 after being pushed back.
Ball carrier Cameron Davis. Number 26 for the Dragons, Landon Ertzleben on the stop.
A generous spot there for Pekin. They're only going to give him 1 yard on the play. They'll bring up 2nd and 9. And just to comment on that punt, too, it's something that kind of goes unnoticed. Hartnett probably saved Redbird's 5 to 6 yards because that thing was still rolling, and then also gets the 15-yard penalty after that. So he basically saved his team 20 more yards. So trips left for the Redbirds out of the shotgun. Handoff. Frederick, he's going to break it. He's got a first down at about the 19-yard line. First down, Redbird.
See, I love when they give Hendrickson the ball off the edge, because when he gets the edge and he turns upfield, he knows how to keep plotting, man, and I just love watching him run the ball.
Big gain there for the sophomore, Mark Frederick.
Wow, we have 40 seconds left in this quarter already.
Yes, it's going quick here. Hartnett's going to keep it. He's not going to get much. He's going to try and keep the feet moving, but the masses were there. That will likely take us to the end of the first quarter.
Gets a yard. Be 2nd down and 9 for the Redbirds.
I just want to point out on this last play, we had trips right, and they're only putting 1 guy over top of 2. They are leaving the pass open, just daring us to throw the ball.
So that will end our first quarter of play, and we'll take this time to thank some of our sponsors. Zobrist Insurance, the right way, the human way. Call 309-367-4400.
And at this time, we'll have the combined cheerleading squads from Metamora.
Snyder Village, your place to call home. They offer retirement community, assisted living, skilled nursing, inpatient, outpatient therapy, home care, memory care, and the SV Center rentals. Metamora Fields. Fortunately, tomorrow, the kitchen closes. So tomorrow, get out to Metamora Fields for your last day to enjoy the kitchen, but golf is still open. Call 309-367-4000. Metamora McDonald's. Great place to stop on your way home from the game or in the morning for breakfast. So 2nd and 9 here for the Redbirds to start the second quarter. Dragons up 7-0.
Second down and 9 for the Redbirds.
So trips right again. Hartnett, he's got a man over the middle. Incomplete. It's Simmons, and he took a hard hit.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 9. I think if Simmons would have stopped right after he got past the first down marker, he would have found the weak spot right there and been wide open.
Yes.
After 1 quarter of play, Canton is up 7-0 on Dunlap. Morton and Limestone still tied 0-0. Washington and East Peoria still tied at 0.
I told my Clutch Sports guys this morning, I said that's a trap game for Dunlap.
It is a little bit of a trap game. Canton fighting for, the rest of their season. Out of the shotgun here. They're going to give it to Davis. Davis is going to go backwards.
Ball carrier Davis on the stop. Tanner Sprecher for the Dragons.
It's going to set up 4th and 10.
Loss of the yard on the play. Brings up 4th and 10.
Get another big 4th down here for the Redbirds. Ball on the 20.
I think you got to throw the ball, guys.
Hartnett's going to roll out to his right. Looking for a man in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good defense there from the Dragons. Ramez Watson in on the coverage. I believe Cameron Hodgson was in there as well. So Redbirds will turn it over on down. 1st and 10 for the Pekin offense.
And we didn't really have anyone open here. I'm down in the corner of the end zone here, and I didn't see any good options. I think it was almost a great ball, almost got it over the defender, but just really good coverage by Pekin's DBs.
Ryan, I was telling Colton I've never seen a Pekin crowd this size. Could you say the same?
I was just going to comment. It sounds like a college crowd down here. When the whole stands in, they are loud. They do not come just to watch. They come to cheer.
Well, brother, let me tell you, this game's louder than McKendree games where I was at.
Hand off to Sprecher, and he's got green grass in front of him. Avery Krebner is going to try and chase him down, and he won't. 80 yards. Tanner Sprecher to the end zone. He found a hole up the middle, and in one play, 80 yards, Tanner Sprecher puts the Dragons up 13-0.
Miley Hansen for the point after.
Hansen in to attempt the extra point. Snap, kick. It's up and good.
And it's good. With 10:50 left in the second quarter, it's the Redbird 0.
So just a minute and 10 seconds gone in the second quarter here. Pekin up 14-0 on the Redbirds. You think back, that drive started at about the 35-yard line for the Redbirds. They were only able to get 15 yards on the drive before they turned it over on downs. And Pekin, one play, Tanner Sprecher turned on the Jets.
Guys, I want to point out, every time I've seen Sprecher carry the ball, our guys are hitting him above the waist. And with a guy of that, size and speed, you got to hit him with the roll tackle. You got to take his legs out. If you try to hit him up top, he's a strong enough kid. He's going to stiff arm you right off like we just saw.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. It's those real compact, muscly running backs that you have to get low. You just got to go for the feet, and because there won't be a shifty. So you just kind of got to pick one side or the other.
Hanson in to kick off. Kicks this one. It's headed out of bounds, and it is.
Kick goes out of bounds. Flag thrown.
Redbirds will
On Wednesday,
get the ball here.
they brought another Dragon victory as soccer defeated Olympia 4-1.
At the 35.
Closer to a school record in wins for boys soccer.
I just want to say, guys, I can't believe we're in week 6 already.
Oh, seems just like yesterday. We were getting ready for the season and heading over to Peoria High. Had a tough night with penalties in week 2, and here we are in week 6 already in a battle for first place between Metamora and Pekin. Dragons up 14-0 here early. Redbirds got a mounted drive here. Handoff, Frederick, and he'll go nowhere, possibly losing a yard on the play. The run game's just not there. Seems like unless Caden Hartnett's taking it.
I think up front right now, Pekin is definitely displaying a little bit of dominance over Metamora's, front 5.
Yeah, the plays are going to have to be made by athletes tonight. They're just going to have to find the kind of non-existent holes and kind of make things happen themselves because I think they're just getting overpowered right now.
Well, if you look right now, Nate Bartman is lined up basically in the slot, and he is wide open. If you threw him a slant, he's got a man open and overthrows Simmons on the run, Hartnett. It'll set up 3rd and 10.
Well, guys, it's no secret that Metamora in the first couple weeks, they don't throw the ball a ton. So right now it just seems to me like Pekin is daring them to throw the ball. Most plays I'm seeing 2 over top 1, 3 over top 2, and they're not bringing another guy over to cover that, extra receiver that Metamora has out. So I think at this point, Metamora does need to open up the pass game a little bit and be a little untraditional.
So they've got Tyler in the backfield as he's kind of manning over Bartman defensively. It's out of the shotgun again. They're going to roll out to the right. He's got Shafran open, but he missed him, and he finds him now right through the hands. That's one that's got to be caught.
And not a terrible throw, just a little delay of hands there. A tough catch with pads on, and I'm sure that catch is much easier in 7-on-7. But when you got pads, it's hard to get your arms all the way up and extended, and that is a tough catch. But if Metamora wants to win this game, those are the type of catches they're going to have to make.
Yeah, it comes down to a couple of impact plays, and that's one of them right there.
But sets up 4th and 10 here. Redbird punt unit out. Hartnett is going to get it away. It's a bouncing ball that's going to take a big Redbird bounce and be down around the 27-yard line.
Guys, to me it looked like Hartnett had a little bit of an option given to him on the punt there.
It very much looks like it, kind of that rugby style, but they might give him the option, hey, if you've got an opening, especially 10 yards, take off with that. He's one of your better runners.
That's the one that kind of bit us in the Washington game as well. We tried to kind of do that rugby-style punt because there is some teams that don't send anyone at the punter, so you have some room sometimes, and I do think that was the right choice to kick it away.
They're going to hand it off here. Tyler, spin move, makes a man miss, breaks another man, and he'll be down at about the 46-yard line, a first down carry.
One of the more shifty players in the Mid-Illini Conference right there.
Gain of about 20 on the play. Sets up another first down. And off here, they've got the outside contained. That's 44 Connor Martin, the man in motion that took the carry.
Pekin has that kind of power running back, and then they have Tyler to play with on the outside. I mean, that is a dangerous duo. They're kind of interchangeable, and they're both really good. And it kind of reminds me of Joliet Catholic 2018 when they had Keenan Haley and Anatone, kind of a power guy and a shifty guy.
And off here, Kanye Tyler forward for about a gain of 7, maybe 8, but it's enough for Pekin first down.
Now, Ryan, that the JCA back, the one who was out that year, was he not like ESPN top 50 or something like that?
Yeah, they did have a third guy that didn't even play, which is kind of the scary thing because they took it to us. But they had Keenan Haley, who ended up going to Quincy, and we didn't really have an answer. And it reminds me just of these two guys, Sprecher and Tyler.
And off here, Sprecher. He's going to try and bounce it back to the middle, and he'll fall forward. About a gain of 5.
Tanner Sprecher on the carry for the Dragons.
Bring up 2nd and 5. Tyler Cassip in on the tackle for the Redbirds. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Redbirds in dire need of another stop. Hand off Tyler. He's got the outside. He's got blockers. And it's going to be enough for a Pekin first down.
Pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 7-yard gain on the play. Ball on the 29. First down, Pekin.
Marshall Vasquez taking out the lead blocker there on the outside of the play, but got to get over top of that and get to the ball runner.
1st and 10 here. Ball on 29. Jordan and Sprecher in the backfield. The workhorse Sprecher is going to take it, and he's going to go backwards.
Is that Cassip?
I believe on the initial hit it was, yes. And then Largent helped finish it off. Loss of 1 on the play.
Matt, tell me if you agree with this, but I've always thought that outside tackling is the most important part. Like open field, outside tackling is the most important part of high school football, and there's a reason those guys, those DBs in the NFL, are getting paid to do that stuff.
Oh, absolutely, Ryan. Nothing like a good open field roll tackle.
If you have a quick guy to the outside, I mean, that is just so hard to defend in high school.
Jordan's going to air this one out down the sideline, and he's connected. Bo Benassi. I was just about to say it. Jordan's got an arm. We just haven't seen it tonight. You see it right there. He connects with Benassi for a big gain, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Jordan's going to keep it himself, and he'll be down inside the 5. They're going to give him the 2.
Jordan on the carry. Moves the ball down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 yards on that last play. Ball was initially spotted at the 7.
So out of the shotgun again. Tyler in the backfield. Tyler's going to get the handoff. He's going to make one cut, and he'll be down short. It'll be 3rd and goal. And it looked like he had room to basically walk into the end zone there.
I have to say that this field is not looking too bad. It's definitely seen worse days. I'd say in the past it's never really looked great, but just standing down here on the sideline, it looks much, much better.
Oh, Ryan, back in 17, this was not the softest field to play on, brother.
I remember back in 18, it was probably about 84 degrees on a September night here. It was a warm one. We got a cold one here tonight. Out of the eye. They're going to hand it off to Sprecher. He's going to get forward, and they're going to give him the touchdown. And a Redbird player is down. Looks like 5. Vasquez, and he gets up. He's going to have to come off the field now.
Ryan, you've got a closer view to the field. How close was that?
From my angle, I don't know. It's hard to see the end zone line here, but it didn't really look like he moved much, though. It kind of looked like he just fell in place.
It looked close, and it looked like he may have been short, but it was close enough, and they're going to give it to him. Hansen in for the extra point. Another high snap. This one is up and good. Make it 21-0 Dragons. Redbirds have been punching them out there early.
I think Pekin having a close game last week kind of lit a fire under their team.
Absolutely.
Metamora gets the ball back here beginning of the second half, so I think punching in a score here before halftime is detrimental to their team.
You score right here, take up about the next 4 minutes. You come out and you score on your opening drive. It's a brand new ball game.
I would say this is almost a must score.
I would agree, because for right now, it doesn't appear as if Metamora's defense is fully prepared for the Sprecher-Tyler duo.
Tell you what, that's not many teams are going to be ready for that duel. That's going to be a tough one to stop, and even in 7A, I mean, that's going to be a tough one to stop for a lot of teams there. Pekin's playoff road. Mark Frederick's going to take it, and he'll be down at about the 32-yard line.
Return by Mark Frederick on the stop for the Dragons.
Well, it'll set up 1st and 10 here for the Redbirds.
As just a general kind of Illinois high school football fan, this is nice to see Pekin stands filled up. I will say that. It's kind of one of those places I remember coming as a kid, and they never really filled this place up. And it's nice to see things get rejuvenated. If I was a player still, I probably wouldn't say that, but...
Redbirds will start at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hartnett's going to take the snap, fumbles it a bit. He's got to get rid of it, feeling the pressure, and he's just going to run out of bounds and take a loss. Just absolutely nothing there for Hartnett.
It seems like he's a little bit more involved. I mean, obviously he's already very involved, but I noticed him on punt return now. He's at corner. He's pressing the receivers, and it just, I mean, they're giving him another task here. So, but I do think he can handle it.
Loss of 5 on the play. Going to set up 2nd and 15. Ooh. And that was Frederick on the carry. No gain on the play.
Frederick on the carry.
Shaffrin couldn't get his block.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 15.
Allowed Pekin to get the outside contain. Forced Frederick back up the middle. Big down here for the Redbird offense, 3rd and 15.
Colton, I want your perspective on this. Does it make you nervous when your quarterback's on its special teams?
A little bit, but that's nothing really new for Metamora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. But that's pretty typical in high school, in my opinion. Hartnett's going to keep it here. He's got 1 block. He's going to get out of bounds. It'll set up 4th and manageable here, but likely one the Redbirds are going to have to punt away.
Moves the ball to the 37-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Redbirds.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there.
Down 3 scores, 2.5 minutes left. You know, I'm a Madden guy. It's no secret. I'd probably go for it here.
I'd look for some trickery here.
So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, out of the shotgun. Hartnett's going to take the snap, and he'll be short of the line to gain. It's going to be a turnover on downs. I don't think Hartnett was expecting the snap.
Yeah, something didn't look right down here. I'm not really sure what happened. A lot of people thought that Pekin had encroachment there, but it's something looked off, and you're right. I don't think he was expecting the snap there.
So 1st and 10 from the 41. Pekin looking to really take this game out of control here in the first half. Handoff here. Tyler breaks a tackle or so, bounces forward for a gain of 4 on the play.
Overall, Pekin just got significantly more aggressive at the moment. You know, when you get a back wrapped up in the backfield, you got to make sure he stays in the backfield.
And Tyler almost actually got out of there on his feet, too, which is pretty scary.
They've got 2 incredible athletes in the backfield, and that's not to mention their quarterback, who's pretty good himself. Jordan on the keeper. Redbird sideline, and the fans wanted a hold there. But it'll set up 3rd down. Jordan going to look at the air it out. He's found a man open. 1 tackle, and down at about the 20-yard line. That's Connor Martin.
I would probably expect to see a few more throws here just because of clock purposes.
Inside 45 seconds here. Right, there's not much of urgency here. Metamora is going to burn one, take a timeout here. They're trying to get some stubs. Little miscommunication. So Metamora will take their first timeout. And we'll take this time to thank our sponsors. Mason Funeral Home. You can find them in Metamora and Germantown Hills. Martin Sign Service. Greater Peoria's digital sign experts. You can find them at martinsignservice.com. Logo Wear, custom embroidery and screen printing. Find them up on the town square. Call 309-367-2333. Corey's Grill and Bar on Route 116 in Germantown Hills. Call 309-383-4551. So out of the timeout here, the first down for Pekin, split backfield. Hand off here to Tyler. Make the man miss. And he's in for the touchdown. 21 yards. Tyler's in for the touchdown. Makes it 27-0. Pekin. Hanson on for the extra point. Extra point is good.
With 30.7 seconds left in the first half. It's the Metamora Redbird 0, your Pekin Dragons 28.
28-0. Pekin over the Redbirds. 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. Got to regroup here at the halftime break. So, entire second half of football left to play.
Would love to see one ran back here.
Now, if you don't run it back, is this one of those drives where you just knee it and go to the locker room? Or maybe a run?
Hail Mary, Vogel.
Yeah, I would say definitely not a pass. Maybe if Colton's my receiver, I don't know.
Not quite. This is a pooch kick here. And not sure who it was, but they'll be down at about the 43. 14, Ben Eckstein. Hard to see the numbers from all the way across the field.
So the Redbirds will set up on the 43-yard line. That'll be first and 10.
So trips right here out of the shotgun. And in motion is Cassup. Hartnett's going to take it, roll out to the right. Try and find a block. He's found a hole. Hartnett down the sideline. Trying to get something here for the Redbirds. He'll be out of bounds around the 24-yard line. 15 seconds left on the clock. Big gain there.
Moves the ball down to the 23-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Redbirds.
I think here you try to throw a comeback, get out of bounds.
Got to take a few shots here. Got time, got 2 timeouts left. Ball on the 23.
Now here I would say pass.
That's what they will do. Hartnett's going to air it out. He's got Shaffrin. And it's incomplete.
Attempt incomplete. Covering on the play, Connor Brown for the Dragons.
Set up 2nd and 10.
We do have the size matchup down here, that's for sure, with Pekin's corner, number 5. I'd say it's the matchup with Shaffrin that we want.
Very much the matchup. I think Hartnett was looking for more corner end zone there, and Shaffrin ran in towards the middle of the end zone.
I might be in a bad spot here. I got to back up a little bit. right near the end zone fade.
10 seconds left on the clock. Hartnett's going to roll out. He's going to get it, and Bartman's going to get out of bounds. About 2 seconds left.
Pass is complete to Nathan Bartman.
So they'll have one final shot here. On 3rd and 6.
It'll be 3rd down for the Redbirds. Third down, Dragon fans. Let's get pumped.
Hartnett's going to take the snap, roll out to his left. He's going to make one man miss. He's going to heave it up to the end zone. Shaffrin,
he got it.
Touchdown. Find the big man and you'll get him. Touchdown, Redbird. That's what you needed right there. 3rd time's the charm.
I mean, exactly what you talked about, Colton. That's matchup, and it wasn't number 5. They actually switched, but we still had the matchup by 3-4 inches, and that is exactly what they needed. His arms were so much higher than everybody else's. Great high point.
Shafron listed at 6'3", and he looks a little taller than 6'3". He asked me. Redbird's on for the 2-point conversion. Hand it off. Davis. Short. So at the half, it's Pekin 28, Metamora 6, with the late score there by the Redbirds. We'll take this time to thank more of our sponsors, and then we'll send it to a break here from Pekin Memorial Stadium. Kirby Foods, proud sponsors of the Metamora Redbirds. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Goodfield State Bank, here to serve you for all your financial needs. Locate them online at goodfieldstatebank.com. Commerce Bank, proud to support Metamora High School athletics. Find them on 1 Inglewood Drive in Metamora. And Sefcu, not a bank, better.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. The game's on at Germantown Grill, off Route 116.
All right, there you have it. Our halftime score, 28-6. Pekin over Metamora. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the first half stats, the second half, and more. Keep it right here on the digiMAX Sports Network.
I hope they heard that. He literally, he has a ball just like perfectly put in his hand. He just goes like,
Ladies and gentlemen, your PCHS dance team.
Dude, the first whole quarter and a half, they were lining up 2 over 3, 1 over 3,
yes,
1 over 2. It's like we could have threw the ball the whole first half, dude.
It would have been a shaft.
Still had good. I mean, that was a good catch, but he didn't move.
228 yards rushing.
If you show him, Colton, he ran his route, and he didn't have to do anything. He just stood there and waited for the ball to come and jump because he just out jumped everyone by 10 feet.
You can't use much when I film kick. It's too shaky.
Yeah.
And I'm just not used to it.
You're not steady enough?
No. The backers have
Ladies
to fill
and gentlemen,
quicker, don't
please
they?
direct your attention to the field where your very own marching
Backers need to
dragon
fill quicker. The defensive line
tonight
needs to
will
stop
be
getting tall.
performing
The
the
offensive line needs
first
to stop getting tall.
2.5
Our receivers need to learn how to
movements
stalk
of
the
their
block.
2022 show entitled Shed.
The linebackers are the ones that bother me because they're not making a step
Please
forward at all.
welcome Pekin Community High School Marching Band is proud to present its performance drum majors Cooper Herberger,
They're letting the blockers
David
get into
Fairchild,
and
and
if we wrap
Rich
them up in the
Matthews,
backfield, they'll still gain
and the
4
Marching
yards. They'll keep
Dragon.
the eye on contact. Yep. Yeah, I don't think this team needs this. Tomorrow's the SRD. Pekin's good. Pekin's good up front. But didn't he lose yards? Yeah, he lost yards. Yeah, but it's a bad one. Actually, he should have knocked him down. Throw the ball to 21. Tristan Ewendorf.
He was on my side watching go against that. I mean, he literally can go against that ball. He's up to clear on it. And we're not, and he throws the ball, and all he has to do is just make like, I mean, maybe an athlete, and he goes, yeah, we'll do it. And let's take it in. My dog. Did that have work?
No, he's at Cardinal game.
Cardinal game.
We're going down tomorrow on Saturday.
They're up 1-0 now.
Down 1-0.
Down 1-0.
So, don't you find it a little hard to believe that yesterday the Cubs defeated the Phillies and it's the first time in either team's history that they swept the season series?
Yeah, I did that. The Cubs are good in the second half. I mean, they've been good.
11 games over 500.
See, here's the thing. Who are the Cardinals going to go after in the offseason? I think because the Cubs are likely not going to resign Contreras. By the sounds of it. I heard, I don't know who was talking to me about it, but they're likely not going to resign because they want more defensive production.
Who are they going to get for that?
I don't know. But,
The Mets guy that just got called up there?
yeah, that's
Francisco Alvarez?
Yeah. And then, I mean, do the Cardinals go after Contreras? You know,
Zach Beanball?
The Cubs will make a qualifying offer at 15.
Hey, okay, they go over maybe like go after like Zach Beanblossom or
Oh, yeah. Good point.
maybe, but then do you go after a catcher? Because Knizner's not the answer.
he is hitting Nibs.
He's he's hit 2 weeks in the last 2 years. But Ivan
Are the
Herrera.
Cardinals going to go after signing for more than $15 million?
I don't know. If he hits 30 home runs, like he's probably close to this year.
Contreras?
Yeah.
He's got like 15.
Only have 15?
Yeah.
I thought he was at least well over 20.
He missed like the last 2 weeks, too.
Yeah, well, why not? The Cubs. Not playing for anything. Rest up. But, or do the Cardinals go after a shortstop? Because
They won't go after both.
no, they won't. Cool homer. Tying it up.
Hey.
Well, if they do, we will.
What?
My mom said she could hear us talking to Casey. It's 14 to 10 here. It's fine.
This is still on.
Did you hear me? 14 to 10 Cannon.
What is?
14 10 Cannon.
Over that?
My dad said it was an absolute missile.
You know what's been surprising about the Cubs?
I thought David Ross might be a
You want to know something crazy that I just realized? So, he used to come over, he was part of my family, Terry's family, because, like, his, just related to, like, nephews and nieces type thing, and he used to come to family Thanksgiving all the time. He's there every year. Everything, my mom just realized that.
That's hilarious.
I think I'm pretty sure.
He ended up in Big Mac land.
Let me see. I forgot to dance at the
Who they playing? Pirates. Last 6 games.
I was going to say, is he going to end with an even 7?
That ball.
They hit a lot of good balls in those seats right there.
Oh, guys, let me be honest with you. This is not the first half I was expecting.
Started a little more than Stop it. So here's the question you might
Come on, man. You know, playoffs, we were going Jersey, no under on run rate. But now that I'm like 24, dude,
I'm still
no
missing.
way. No.
He's a diehard White
The White
Dude, my
Sox, they
brother's
have
here.
players. They need the right
Right
to
there.
do.
This is the squad. There's a terrible defense. They have a team full of great each other. They need a right fielder, first baseman, a second baseman. Yeah, there's nothing in the minor leagues. They can go with a couple guys in the house. And they have no
I don't know. The Cardinals were like in the middle of that. Well, that's based on their performances, not top players or anything like that, but their overall team's combined performances.
Well, the Cubs would be in the top 5 because they're the only team in baseball that win the division.
Yeah, the Cubs are. I mean, the Chiefs is
what?
The Chiefs.
South Bend won the Midwest.
But they lost. The Chiefs had like 8 guys move up in like the first month or 2 of the season.
South Bend won the Midwest League. Tennessee won the.
Get some TV time there for Nate.
Tennessee won the Florida League. That was without they promoted a bunch of guys.
Good evening, Pekin! I hope everyone is enjoying tonight's homecoming game. This is senior Nora Springborn
and senior Gabby Keppel here to announce your 2022 Pekin Community High School homecoming court.
First, we have our freshman homecoming court attendance. Kathy Allen is the daughter of Chris and Dawn Allen. Kathy is a member of our girls golf team, student council, and best buddies here at PCHS. Paired with Kathy is Ty Jackson. Ty is the son of Amanda Jackson and Gary Jackson. Ty is a member of our football team.
In our sophomore couple, we have Molly Cottrell, daughter of PJ and Becca Cottrell. Molly is a member of our girls basketball and girls golf team and is a student council representative here at PCHS. Paired with Molly is Bradley Hoover, son of Jamie Hoover and Trent Hoover. Bradley is a member of our boys football and track teams here at PCHS.
Junior Sophia Van Sage will start our next couple. Sophie is the daughter of Melissa Van Sage and Todd Van Sage. Sophie is a member of Speech Leader. It's a Wonderful Life, the Dragonfire Film Festival, Notables, Speech, Witness for the Prosecution, Cinderella, and the Crucible at PCHS.
Ava G will begin our first senior homecoming court couple. Ava is the daughter of Katrina G and Chris G. Ava is a member of our Palms team, competitive dance team, and student council here at PCHS. Paired with Ava is Bo Benassi, as Bo is a member of our varsity football team. Walking for Bo are his parents Kim and Brian Benassi. Throughout his time at PCHS, Bo has been a member of the boys basketball and football teams.
Senior Taylor Whitehall will begin our next couple. Taylor is the daughter of Chris and Matt Whitehall. Taylor has been involved in art throughout her time at PCHS.
Wait, what?
Paired with Taylor is Sam Sue.
No, dude, I'm broadcasting this Metamora games for MTCO. I do it on Friday nights.
PCHS Student Council Executive Board, National Honor Society, Key Club, Yearbook, and the Illinois State Board of Education Student Advisors Council. Sam won the Dragonazes this year and is the skills national qualifier his senior year and vice president of the 2023 class. And now your 2022 PCHS homecoming queen, Gabriella Crabtree! Gabriella is escorted by her grandmother, Judy Hale, and mother, Kristen Crabtree. Throughout her time at PCHS, Gabriella has been a member of band, speech, theater, and Dragon's Journal. She is also junior class president.
And now your 2022 PCHS homecoming king, Kanye Tyler. As Kanye is a member of our varsity football team, walking for Kanye are his parents Monique Sheff and Logan Tyler. Throughout his years at PCHS, Kanye has been a member of the boys football and track team.
Let's give a big round of applause for your 2022
All right, brother, it's halftime right now, so I'll hit you when I get out of here.
homecoming court.
And at the very latest, we can
Well, welcome back to Pekin here. We're at the halftime break. First half stats for Pekin: 21 rushing attempts, 228 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Scotty Jordan completed 4 passes on 4 attempts, 22 yards, total of 250 yards of offense for the Dragons in the first half. They lead 28-6 at the break. For the Redbirds, they found the end zone going into the halftime break. It was a strike from Hartnett to Shaffrin. But other than that, Redbirds were held in check by the Dragon defense. Cam Davis, 5 carries, -6 rushing yards. Frederick, 4 carries for 14 yards. Hartnett, 9 carries, 105 yards. Total of 113 yards rushing for the Redbirds. Davis had 1 catch, but did not get any yards on the catch. Shaffrin with the 1 catch, 19 yards and the touchdown. Bartman with 1 catch for 4 yards, total of 23 reception yards. Hartnett was 3 of 8 in the first half for 23 yards and a touchdown. 136 yards of total offense in the first half for Metamora. Well, Matt, tough sledding there for the Metamora offense in the first half. One thing to note, Kanye Tyler, the homecoming king here for the Dragons. He did not walk at the halftime ceremony as he was obviously with his team, but good honor there for the young man.
It was amazing with your support 2 weeks ago. It worked out so well. We'd like to keep that tradition going.
So Redbirds will receive here to start the second half. Fellas, if there's one thing that Metamora can do differently from what they did in the first half, maybe try and turn this ball game around, what's it going to be?
I would have to say 2 things. One, first half, I think Pekin's defense has proved very strong against the run. I think we're going to have to air the ball out. And 2, we're going to have to be more aggressive. At almost every position, Metamora's getting thrown around. They're getting beat on the defensive line, getting beat on the offensive line. Even the stalk blocking with the receivers, they're getting tossed around. It really comes down to aggression and doing what Metamora is known not to do as often, and that is throw the ball.
Heart of the Dragon, Ray Dennison, Chevrolet. Under the silver category, Labor Local 231, Mackey, Devontae, Gillespie, Family Dentistry. Miley Hansen will kick off for the Dragons.
Wait for the clock get reset here. And it'll be Miley Hansen to kick off for the Dragons to start the second half. Mark Frederick back deep to return for the Redbirds. Kick is away. Frederick's going to get it about the 18. And he'll go backwards, be dragged around the 25. First and 10 for the Redbird offense.
Kickoff return by number 24, Mark Frederick.
See what adjustments were made in the first half. See what Hartnett and the Metamora offense can bring out here.
I'm hoping one of them is what Matt said, aggressiveness. There's no room to be timid in this game, especially now that it's the second half.
So it's out of the shotgun to start here in the second half. Davis in the backfield. Shaffrin to the left. Simmons out far right. Handoff here. That's Frederick. And he'll take the carry forward for a gain of about a yard, bring up second and 9.
Frederick on the carry. In on the stop. Shimon Hannigan. Gain of 2. It'll be second and 8.
Official gain of 2.
See up front right there, Metamora's got to finish their blocks.
We'll make it second and 8. Hartnett's going to take the snap, keep it, go to his right, and he's met quickly by Dragon defenders. 27, Hannigan in on the tackle.
Hartnett on the carry. On the stop for the Dragons. Number 27, Shimon Hannigan. And number 78 for the Dragons, Chase Hackman.
Hackman in on the tackle as well, so sets up third down here for the Redbirds. Loss of 1 on the play.
We got 2 over 3 on the trips.
Yep, trips left. Hartnett's going to take it and roll out. Surveying, and he throws a pick. Didn't see the defender there. That's Connor Drown. And now, great field position for the Panthers, or for the Dragons. Unfortunate turn of events there. Great job by Drowns to sneak in there.
I think that was a little bit of a double clutch kind of not thinking moment for Hartnett. It almost looked like he threw it right to him. And that's definitely not his normal self.
Better serve just launching that one into the sideline. Handoff here, Sprecher up the middle. He'll fall forward for about a gain of a couple. They'll give him a gain of 1. Bring up second down.
Redbird defenders. Gain a yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
So after a tough first drive there for the Redbird offense, this is where the defense got to stand tall. Out of the shotgun, Jordan's going to hand it off. Sprecher's found a hole. He's going to cut it back to the middle. Sprecher's gone. Touchdown, Dragons.
Again, something Metamora struggled with this year, just containing the edge.
30 yards for Sprecher on the carry. Got to the outside, cut it back to the middle, had green grass in front of him. Makes it 34-6 Pekin.
Miley Hansen in for the point after.
Hansen in on for the point after. Low snap this time, and it is no good. It does not get up. So it'll stay 34-6. 9:50 left to play. Dragons all over the Redbirds.
I know it's early in the second half, guys, but it's going to start being a must-score drive every single time Metamora has the ball now. It's starting to get to that point in the game where there's starting to be a lot of separation, and they need to close the gap as soon as possible.
You know, I think it would give Metamora a lot of momentum to force a turnover on defense. Get an interception, force a fumble when the backs are running with the ball in one hand, wide, and we make a tackle up from the back, punch the ball.
Something I didn't notice, Pekin has Gordon brand jerseys. Something you don't see very often in high school.
No. Very rarely see that even in the college world. So it'll be Hansen here to kick off. That one's heading out of bounds. So the Redbirds will get it at the 35-yard line.
Kick goes out of bounds, flag on the play.
Set up 1st and 10. Pekin, their defense has done a great job here tonight. Just have not allowed Metamora to get into a flow offensively. Had a few plays there where Hartnett broke a few. And then the deep drive that allowed the Redbirds to punch it in on the touchdown pass to Shaffrin, but that's about it. So trips left here for Hartnett in the offense. They're going to hand it off. Frederick up to the 37, gain of 2, maybe 3.
Again, 2 over top of 3 on the trips.
And just to point out, the holds are there. Metamora's offense not doing a terrible job. They're getting some pretty decent holds for the running back.
Hartnett gonna look to pass, the fake, and that ball came out. Pekin's on it, and it's a turnover going to the Dragons. Hartnett took a hard hit, and that ball popped out. Dragons take over offensively. Not even 3 minutes gone. Already in Metamora territory, off the turnover, looking for their second score of the half. Last time they went 2 plays. Martin in motion. They're going to give it to Tyler. Tyler, 1 play. 37 yards. Touchdown, Dragons. When it rains, it pours. And Pekin pouring it on right now. It's 46.
Well, guys, football is a game of momentum. And if you look at the Pekin side, they've been energized all game long. If you look at Metamora's side, not a whole lot of energy down the sideline at all.
Hansen in on for the extra point, and it's good. Make it 41-6. Pekin leads over the Redbirds. 8:55, just 8 seconds taken off the clock on that touchdown run there from Kanye Tyler. Well, you knew it was going to be a tough one here tonight on the road at Pekin in the big game. But I don't know if you quite thought it was going to be this lopsided. Just unfortunate few mishaps, miscues. Great job by the Pekin defense here tonight. They've created a lot of opportunities for their offense.
Another thing I just noticed, Pekin has all the same socks on, too. Custom Pekin socks.
Kickoff here. Frederick will take it at about the 27. And he'll bounce forward to the 40-yard line, give Metamora a first down. But the offense coming back onto the field.
Frederick on the kickoff return.
So far for the Redbirds here in the second half, it's been an interception and a fumble. And 3 plays, Pekin has found the end zone twice.
Not the greatest start to the second half.
So Hartnett, the offense, drop back out there.
If you look here on the backside, guys, there's one receiver on one corner, and our receiver's got about 1.5 feet on him.
Hand off Davis. He'll break a tackle, stiff arm another. Good gain there on first down. Gain of about 7, maybe 8. Bring up 2nd and 2. Right now, you're just looking to score to hopefully avoid running clock. Hartnett's going to roll out to his right. Come back now to the middle. And he's going to drop the ball. And he's just got to fall on it.
Guys, I know in football anything can happen and the game's not over until the clock's run out. But if you look at the body language of Metamora here, just no energy.
Right now, it just seems like no matter what the Redbirds do, they just cannot find a man. Hartnett's running back and forth.
It's kind of one of those weird weeks. You're playing a good team. You know you have a tough matchup. You're down a few guys. This is one of those weeks where it's going to be hard to muster that energy, but we'll see if Metamora can prove something here late in the game.
3rd and 15, trips right. Hartnett's going to have to roll out here. He's got a man open. Simmons incomplete, and Simmons took a shot there on the Pekin sideline, and there is a flag down. Likely an unnecessary roughness call coming here, which will give Metamora first down.
I think we might have caught a little bit of a break on that flag, Colton. It looked like a solid hit, but then it kind of looked like our guy just fell down on the sideline, but I think everything kind of aligned perfectly.
Got these slick masks down on the sideline, man.
Well, I will say, it did look like there was a good shove there.
Along with what I was saying earlier about getting some energy, this is, Matt, you can agree with this, I'm sure. It's always kind of a strange place to play, Pekin is. You don't really have a locker room. You just kind of have some benches in a room. It's an odd drive of cornfields and big factories, and it's oddly far away, and just kind of a strange place to play.
It is now 4th and 1 for the Redbirds.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ryan.
We also have a car key that was just
So it'll bring up 4th and 1. This penalty came after the play.
We just had a vehicle, Bob, and a house key turned in. If you need that, come see me.
And a flag here.
Five-yard penalty against the Redbirds.
Possibly lined up over the ball. It'll be 4th and 6 now.
4th down and 6 yards to go. Come on, Dragon fans.
Hartnett's going to take it, and he's going to go nowhere. Turnover on down. Shaman Hannigan quickly into the Redbird backfield. 7:02 left here in the 3rd. This one's all Pekin.
Once again, if you have this ticket, come see me. 7104331.
Gordon's going to take it. Sprecher. He's got a hole. Sprecher down. Still going. He's inside the 10. It'll set up 1st and goal.
Sprecher moves the ball. 38-yard gain on the play. Ball on the 8-yard line. Where it is? Pekin.
Brecker's going to take it again. Bounce up the middle. And we'll be down marked at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 5. And we've got a Redbird down on the field. Let's take this time. Thank some of our sponsors. Zobrist Insurance. Life, home, car, business, auto owners insurance. Simple human sense. Snyder Village, call 309-367-4300 or go to SnyderVillage.com. Metamora Field, call 309-367-4000 to reserve your tee time. Get over there tomorrow. Last day the kitchen is open until the spring. Metamora McDonald's, stop by after the game, possibly in the morning for a good breakfast sandwich. My favorite, the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Good man.
Mason Funeral Home. Find them in Metamora and Germantown Hills. One place you may not want to stop after the game. Martin Sign Service. Find them at martinsignservice.com. Since 1960, Martin Sign Service. Logo wear, custom embroidery and screen printing. You get your t-shirts, polos, sportswear, hats, masks, and more. Call 309-367-2333 or visit logowearunlimited.net. We're ready to go here.
Colton, to touch on something you said about the McGriddle, man, I made some homemade McGriddles here about 2 weeks ago. Wonderful.
Oh, now you're talking. Kanye Tyler up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. That will make it running clock here tonight. Makes it 47-6.
I would say, Colton, this is probably getting to the point where you're going to start seeing some other guys in. You really got to play your cards right when it comes to these type of games. You just can't afford losing somebody in one of these type of games that it's really out of hand now, and I hate saying that, but it is. Metamora is going to have to look themselves in the mirror and try to play the long game because the most important thing is making the playoffs.
I have received a note that the Fields Kitchen actually closed today. There's a wedding tomorrow, and they will not be opening the kitchen. So the kitchen at Metamora Fields has been closed for the year in this 48-6 ball game.
You know, Ryan, I can't help but notice down there on the field, you do look like a young Bill Belichick.
I just need to get the right hat on.
That might be more insult than anything.
Yeah. Maybe if the Fields kitchen was open tomorrow, I could go put on a few more pounds, but it's closed.
I will say, great food at the Fields. Just wish they were open longer.
Guys, when I was a senior, I think just about half of our football team worked for the Metamora Fields, our first job. And let me tell you, they got some good salmon.
A great spot. I know my grandparents love to eat there.
Mac and cheese, fried balls, very good, as Frederick there on the return. Out of bounds around the 34. It'll set up 1st and 10. We've officially reached this day in football history / looking forward to the weekend. Illinois at Wisconsin tomorrow, 11 a.m. on the Big Ten Network. The Illini, 3-1, visiting the Badgers, 2-2. You want to talk about a trap game, Ryan? The Wisconsin Badgers getting a trap game tomorrow from the Fighting Illini.
It seems about every week's a trap game for them. They're not performing very well this year.
Kentucky, number 7 at Ole Miss, number 14, 11 a.m. on ESPN. As we do see the backups here. Handoff. That's 22. Cody Harrison. Nick Rhodes in at quarterback for the Redbirds.
Now, just trying to find a positive here in this kind of crazy game. We touched on this a couple weeks ago. The programs that are the most successful are the ones who are getting the backup reps. I mean, these backups are going to get a half a third quarter and a full fourth quarter to play in a live varsity football game, and that is huge for the future of Metamora.
So under center here for Rhodes. He'll hand it off to Harrison again. And he'll go backwards. losing a yard on the play. Set up 3rd and 10. College football, number 4, Michigan, 4-0. They go on the road at Iowa tomorrow. Iowa, 3-1. 11 a.m. on Fox. Number 18, Oklahoma, on the road at TCU, 11 a.m. on ABC. Sooners got stunned last week against Kansas State. Adrian Martinez, former Nebraska quarterback. Bad snap here. Rhodes is just going to have to fall on it, and he will. Set up 4th and long for the Redbirds. 2:30 on CBS. You can catch number 2 Alabama on the road at number 20 Arkansas.
Roll Tide.
The Tide 4-0 on the year. Razorbacks 3-1. They're much improved. Iowa State at Kansas. 2:30 on ESPN2. The game day matchup of the week. NC State, number 10 at 4-0. They're at number 5 Clemson, 4-0. 6:30 on ABC. Hanson's punt is away. Fair catch signal. Be corralled at the 46-yard line by 44, Connor Martin. And the last game, Southern Illinois 2-2 on the road at Illinois State. 6:30 game on Marquee. Big weekend in the NFL. Had a wild game last night between the Dolphins and the Bengals. Saw Tua Tagovailoa go down again. Unfortunate situation there. Oh, boy.
But you know who hasn't went down? My guy, Jalen Hurts. Me and Jalen go way back.
Big game, noon Sunday. The Baltimore Ravens host the Buffalo Bills. Premier matchup in the AFC there. It's the backups for Pekin as well. That's Luke Gostin at quarterback, handing it off to Blake Youngren. Youngren get a gain of a couple here on 1st down.
Colton, who's your favorite NFL team, brother?
Baltimore Ravens.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I've been a Ravens fan since Madden 06. I won a Super Bowl with them on the game when I was a kid, and that's how I became a fan back in the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed days.
I grew up in a household of Cowboy fans.
Oh, my God.
And I watched my dad suffer, and I said, nope, not on my watch. That's not going to be me. Hand off here, Youngren. He'll break it to the outside. He'll keep the feet going. And he'll be down inside the 25, around the 23. That ball came out. They're giving it to the Redbirds. The beanbag came out, and the Redbirds recovered.
22-yard gain on the play. Ball on the 22-yard line. Where it is, 1st down, Pekin.
Take that 1st down, Metamora. I don't think they quite realized that there was a fumble on the play and recovered by the Redbirds.
You know, if you're old like me, sometimes you can't see too far. I'm sure the Pekin box didn't have a real good view of the ball there.
So I watched my dad suffer as a Cowboys fan as we get to the winding seconds of the 3rd quarter here.
Colton, I watched my family suffer as Bear fans under Rex Grossman.
Oh, boy. Rough day there for Bears fans as we get to the end of the 3rd quarter here. Take this time to thank more of our sponsors. Kirby Foods, open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can find them on Facebook. Proud sponsors of the Metamora Redbirds.
Great beef.
Goodfield State Bank. GoodfieldStateBank.com. Metamora location, call 309-367-2345. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC. SEFQ. Not a bank. Better.
I bank with SEFQ.
Seems to be a very popular option here.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the shortlist?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
I sneak in one more ad in there, so my apologies for missing the play there. Redbird did pick up 9 yards on the play. The 2nd and 1 here.
Really good run by Cody Harrison there. Strong run.
Rhodes out of the shotgun. He'll hand it to Harrison again. It'll be a first down.
Guys, as I feel the energy down here on the sideline, it's just, like I said, it's one of those crazy games and never a fun one to be on Metamora's side. But what the people need to understand is it's not often is Metamora on this side, and not often in the past has Metamora been on this side, because the standards just set differently at Metamora. The history's different, and it really demoralizes the fans and the players when a big loss like this. But always looking forward to the next week.
Bad snap here. Just mishandled by Rhodes. And he'll fall on it.
You know, Ryan, it's also important to remember, tomorrow we will draw breath, the sun will rise, and all you can do is put this game behind you.
Exactly.
The sun will come up tomorrow.
Hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't snow. You know how Illinois is.
Well, I think the sun would still come up then.
Yeah, might just be covered up a little bit.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Don't even say no.
Rhodes will keep it here, and he'll take a big hit on 2nd down. No gain on the play. So the Cardinals have scored. They are playing tonight against Pittsburgh Pirates. They're up 2-1. They have clinched the NL Central Division and await their opponent for the first round. See if we can find some scores from around the area.
Would love to get a Canton score update.
Last updated score is 14-10. Canton at the half over Dunlap. Big run there from Harrison. We'll set up 4th and manageable.
He's putting together some really good runs here.
So we don't have a score since 14-10. Morton was up 28-7 over Limestone at the half. And the Washington Panthers up 37-7 at the half over East Peoria. Run here from Harrison. It'll be enough for a first down.
Being run down by Elijah Hart. Redbirds moved the ball to the 46-yard line.
Cody Harrison still having a fun little time out there.
College football-wise tonight, Tulane and Houston tied at 21 in overtime. UTSA is up over Middle Tennessee State. Middle Tennessee State with a big win over the Hurricanes last week of Miami. Rhodes drops back, fires a pass. Oh, just short and incomplete. Had a man. It was 17, Noah Karras. Washington and UCLA play tonight. Washington 15th in the nation. Both teams 4-0. The late night game on ESPN. Starting just under about close to 12 minutes.
Golden, I bet my left sock that the Tide win the national championship this year.
Run here for Harrison up the left side. And he'll be down at about the 47. Bring up third down. For personal purposes, I hope that the Buckeyes of Ohio State take home the national championship. It's one of 5 teams I'd like to see win a championship. You might be able to catch my drift there.
So who are the other 4?
Need the Yankees to win the championship. I need the 76ers to win the NBA Finals.
Okay.
We need the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl. And I need the Colorado Avalanche to go back-to-back in the Stanley Cup.
I need my Chicago Bulls to get a title, brother.
Handoff here at Harrison again. He'll plunge forward for about a yard.
You know, I love seeing Harrison getting in here at the end of the game and actually have some energy, still run the ball like the game matters.
Yeah, it's something I was just going to point on. We have some good athletes on the field right now. Some plays are being made, and we look pretty good on it. We're moving the ball well.
4th down and 1 for the Redbirds.
It's Harrison again, and he reached. The extra effort might get him the first down here. It will. Cody Harrison, the extra effort. You got to love it. 5:35 left to play, and the clock is running. I'll tell you what, we've had a few late games here in the last few weeks. We get out here a little early tonight. This game started right at 7:30, if not maybe a little after, because we've had some extra festivities here tonight for Pekin and their homecoming. Rhodes is going to keep this one. He's going to bounce it up. He's got it room. Down the left sideline. Nick Rhodes is going to take it away for a Metamora touchdown.
Number 10, Nick Rhodes in for the touchdown for the Redbirds.
Touchdown, Redbird. Nick Rhodes.
Good job by Rhodes to see the hole and cut it up there.
Tack on 6. Big moment there for Nick Rhodes.
Can't imagine what it's going to be like getting out of here, guys.
Hopefully, most of the traffic will be out of the way by now. They're going to send Ryan Morgan out there for the extra point. Snap. Kick is up and good. Makes it 48-13 with 4:52 left to play.
Pekin Dragons 48.
Well, Colton, I think in games like these, sometimes teams get underestimated, but I think we've just been really overpowered and a little bit overmatched tonight. Pekin's a good team. We were talking about it at halftime. What a tough duo to handle. And it's not just going to be for Metamora, like you said. It's going to be for those playoff teams that Pekin's going to face. And this is not a team I'd like to be matched up with in the playoffs.
No, this is a team you're glad that they are at 7A because they're a few classes away from you. You probably won't see a run game like this anywhere in the playoffs. So Tommy Sopko out there, he's going to boot one down there, and it'll die around the 27, 28-yard line. Pekin will bring their offense out and take over from there.
I think he might have just had his life flash before his eyes right there after kicking that Sprecher came right at him, but luckily he helped him up.
Dragons will start their possession on their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Clock is running here in the 4th quarter. Fellas, one pick, one game over the weekend that you're going to be watching. What is it? You mentioned the Tide.
I'm going with Nick Saban.
Going to go with the Tide. Game to watch. Handoff here. Oh, there's the gap down the right sideline. Out of bounds at around the 40.
Number 18, Dante Strong.
Dante Strong on the carry for the Dragons.
I think mine's going to be that Clemson game.
Clemson, I'm still not sure what we quite get from them. I think they're a little overrated. They're getting better, but they're still undefeated. Still got to respect them, especially Dabo Sweeney. Got to respect that guy.
Guys, I got one name for you. Bryce Young.
Handoff here. Down the left sideline, out of bounds. That's Brock Lavin on the carry. All right, Bryce Young. I'll give you Chase Brown, leading rusher in the nation for the Fighting Illini. Chase Brown ahead of the pack. Big game this weekend for the Illini tomorrow morning. I'll be glued to my phone at about 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Speaking of the Illini, a guy from the Central Illinois region, Kendrick Green, snapping the ball to Ben Roethlisberger last year. Man, that's awesome.
Handoff here, Youngren.
I believe Green's been banged up these first couple weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think they moved him to guard this year, correct?
Well, as Bear fans would know, Kendrick Green or not, it's hard to move the ball on offense. We got Mitch Trubisky as your quarterback.
Mitch the truth.
Brings up 2nd and 3 here.
Got one more name for you, Colton. Najee Harris.
Najee, yes. Be a first down run here. Ooh, stiff arm there. The Dragons are in for the touchdown. Dante Strong. No, excuse me, they're going to mark him out of bounds.
That was a beautiful stiff arm.
I will say, as a Ravens fan, the one team I do like to watch struggle, Pittsburgh Steelers.
My little brother's a Steelers fan, so I love seeing them lose.
Doesn't break my heart one bit.
No.
Minute 35 left in this contest. Dragons going to move to 6-0 on the year. 4-0 in the Middle Illini. Redbirds are going to fall back to 500, 3-3. 2-2 in the Middle Illini. Runner there will go down. That was Lavin. Final minute here.
Second down from the 5.
Looking ahead to next week. Redbirds are on the road at Limestone, 7:30 start. The Dragons here head to Canton. Strong on the carry, and he'll get into the end zone for a touchdown. Dragons will go on the road to Canton next week, 7:30 start as well. Extra point coming from Hansen. Up and good. We'll make it 55-13. Pekin.
I think tomorrow's going to be one of those mornings where you can only harp on so much. This to me seems like one of those games where you take a few things on offense and a few things on defense and maybe a special teams pointer, and you just wipe the rest clean. I think they're going to be better off moving on to the next week. Obviously, they're going to make adjustments. They're going to watch this film. But this is something that needs to be moved on, and the slate needs to be wiped clean.
Yeah, you got to forget about it. But, Ryan, you know how our film sessions would have been, brother.
We were lucky enough to not have many of these games.
Tough one here tonight for the Redbirds.
It happens, though. Builds a little character.
Yes, that's right.
And fair catch signal. And that will do it here for tonight's contest. The Pekin Dragons are your winner, 55-13 over the Metamora Redbirds. We will step aside. And when we come back, we'll have a interview with head coach Jared Grebner.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. The game's on at Germantown Grill off Route 116.
Hi, Tom. Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
there. Well, we're here with head coach Jared Grebner. Coach, it's no secret what a game plan might be coming into a game against Pekin. But just how hard is it to stop their backfield?
It's very hard. They're a physical team up front. We weren't quite fit the way we were supposed to, and a couple times we did. Things turned out well, but the name of the game is consistency, and we just have to be able to replicate that over and over again. And when you give Tyler and Sprecher any type of daylight with the guys they have up front, and with as quick and powerful as they are in the open field, they're definitely going to make you pay.
Had some guys down sick, a couple guys down injured. How much did that play into tonight?
Well, you'd always like to be at full strength, but regardless, all of our kids on the team work hard, and all of our kids wait for their shot, and so we just have to execute better as a team.
You get a touchdown going into the halftime break. Don't convert a 2-point conversion, but you do get the ball coming out to start the second half. What's that message like to your team going in there to the halftime break?
Oh, going into halftime, if you can get a score right off the bat, that can change the momentum of the game. Think about it. We just scored right there at the end of the half, and if you can score to start the other half, I mean, there's a 14-point swing possibly right there. And so, that puts you right in it. There's a whole half to play, down 2 scores, and we just weren't able to quite get that score and quite get where we wanted to go. And then, of course, and you could have put it on repeat over and over again, with Sprecher and Tyler going down the field with counter. And so, once they got rolling, they were hard to stop. And once they got that, next 1 or 2 scores, it was pretty hard to stop them.
Going forward, you're looking at film study tomorrow, practice next week. How do you use this game tonight? As a learning lesson, or for something for your team to be motivated on going forward to the rest of the season?
Oh, that's exactly what it is. It's a learning opportunity for everybody. Nobody out here is going to say that they played their a perfect game by any means. They all realize that, but it's going to show us what we can do to get better. What can us coaches do to help everybody get better? That's why this is a team. It's not just one person or one coach or anything like that. It's totally one unit, and everybody's going to do their best to make sure that we can improve on the mistakes we made for next week and then the weeks moving forward.
A road game next week at Limestone, back at home against East Peoria, and then back on the road at Dunlap. 3 very winnable games, Coach. A lot of season still left in this one.
Oh, yeah. And we're just going to keep taking it one step at a time, get better every single day, and try and, have it pay off on Friday.
Coach, thank you for your time. We'll let you go, and we'll see you next week over in Limestone.
All right, thank you.
We'll take a break, hear from our sponsor, the Germantown Grill, and we'll give you, when we come back, the Germantown Grill Player of the Game.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing to meet customer demand, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. And Germantown Grill still has all the food and spirits that keep our customers coming back. Stop by to check out our daily specials. The game's on at Germantown Grill, where Central Illinois loves to eat. Open 7 days a week, just off Route 116.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Just heard from our sponsor there, the Germantown Grill. And tonight's Germantown Grill Player of the Game for the 3rd week in a row goes to Caden Hartnett. Final score here tonight from Pekin. Dragons 55, Metamora 13. A big homecoming victory for the Dragons here tonight at Pekin Memorial Stadium. For Ryan Vogel down on the sideline, Matt Nelson up in the booth. This is Colton Kaler saying good night from Pekin, and we'll see you next week in Bartonville for the Redbirds and Rockets. Thank you for joining us here on the digiMAX Sports Network and on MTCO. Until next time, so long.